when I see the things that he does, and he did the Irv smoking on the, I'm like.
How did you feel about that when you saw it?
Of course, nobody likes all this goofy shit, but it's goofy shit. Preem said it best. I spoke to Preem the other day. Preem has always got the right words and shit and the right things to say. Because I was hot. You know what I'm saying? I was hot. I was ready to go nuclear and shit. I say, so I spoke to Preem anyway. And Preem said, he said, Rule, he said, here's what you got to understand about who we are and what we are. He said, we are masters of self-defense. And I said, I love that. I said, because I don't want to start trouble, make trouble with people. But if we got to get into it, make it, I'll end it. I'll put it to where it go. I'll take it to the next. So that's why I'm like, you know what? That is the best description of what I am and who I am as a man that I could ever think about. You know what I'm saying?
Ja Rule was ready to go nuclear on 50 Cent. He said it himself. He was heated when he saw what 50 Cent did to Irv Gotti. And honestly, who wouldn't be? 50 Cent posted on social media after Irv Gotti's death, and that was a different kind of low. Even for 50 Cent. It was cold, it was calculated, and it pushed Ja Rule to the edge. Now, Ja kept it respectful in the interview, but you could tell that the fire was still burning behind those words.
It's also interesting to me that you, R50, have not outgrown each other. And what I mean by that is, if you're talking to 50, Ja gonna come up. If you're talking to Ja, 50 gonna come up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't bring him up per se at all.
No, we do.
Yeah.
The media does.
Yeah.
But because I think that's because he's a troll and he keeps it going.
You be throwing jabs and throwing them back, but you be.
I'll go to the circus once in a while. You know what I mean? But I really like to stay clear of that.
Yeah, because when the residency stuff happened, I was like, oh Lord.
I like to have fun sometimes and poke jabs at them too, but that's all it really is. It's like and to me it's like it's silly. We're both successful black men. I think the focus should be on continuing to make sure that we pay it forward, push it forward, make sure the culture keeps going forward. I think that's more important. I see some of the things that he gets involved in, this feuds on something like grow up, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I be thinking to myself. And so when I see the things that he does, and he did the Irv smoking on the, I'm like.
How did you feel about that when you saw it?
Of course, nobody likes all this goofy shit, but it's goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not. Preem said it best. I spoke to Preem the other day. Preem has always got the right words and shit and the right things to say. Because I was hot. You know what I'm saying? I was hot. I was ready to go nuclear and shit. I say, So I spoke to Preem anyway. And Preem said, he said, Rule, he said, here's what you got to understand about who we are and what we are. He said, we are masters of self-defense. And I said, I love that. I said, because I don't want to start trouble, make trouble with people. But if we got to get into it, make it, I'll end it. I'll put it to where it go. I'll take it to the next. So that's why I'm like, you know what? That is the best description of what I am and who I am as a man that I could ever think about. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who we are as men. We're here to protect our families, protect our homes, defend our honor, our names, our reputation. That's what we're here. I'm not here to be a bully and bother people. That's not what I'm here to do. You know what I'm saying? But I am a master of self-defense.
Yeah. But in a way, you do have to understand why Fifth feels the way he feels, though, right? When you think about everything that y'all been through.
I really don't.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
The fighting, the shooting, the stabbing.
What shooting? We ain't got nothing to do with that.
Oh, well, never mind.
I know people like to
you know
say it.
Yeah.
That ain't got nothing to do with us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know the reality of it all. You know what I'm saying? And that shit ain't got nothing to do with us.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it's good for, people to play that when they want to play that and then play victim when they want to play victim. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I leave it all alone. I live a really, really cool life. I'm in a good space.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, sometimes you just got to remove yourself from the circus. And that's what I've chosen to do. And so that's why I've been being real quiet and cool and just enjoying my time and shit. It's funny because, I'll get DMs and shit from, other enemies.
Mm-hmm.
What they say, a friend of my
a friend of
the enemy of my
enemy of my friend.
My friend. Yeah,
my
so
friend.
I got a lot of those. You know what I'm saying?
No, enemy of my enemy is my
probably
friend.
Yeah, the enemy of my
You'll
enemy
be
is my
responding
friend.
to that because you probably don't get down with that, right? Like,
No, but it'd be like people y'all know very well. They hit me in the DMs and be like, yeah, you see this fucking nigga.
So all of those relationships you never made amends with? I thought,
Yeah, me and Game is cool.
it was Buster for a
Buster's
moment.
cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Eminem for a moment.
me and X is cross, we cool. But the rest, nah. They all on that side of
Okay.
shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't pump with them niggas like that.
Even all these years later, you just
It's like, Charlamagne, it's like anything else, like the Cold War, man. Like we can exist without having to coexist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's cool.
This beef has been going on for over 2 decades. People have been stabbed, jumped, shot at, and dragged through the mud in interviews and on wax. And for what? Bragging rights? Ego? A couple more streams? I'm gonna be real with y'all. I think it's time to squash this beef. I mean, imagine if 50 Cent and Ja Rule actually sat down, talked it out, and put all this pain behind them. Imagine them doing a track together. The internet would break. I mean, it would be one of the biggest full circle moments hip hop has ever seen. And most importantly, it would heal something in the culture. Because when OGs lead by example, the new generation follows. Now let me take a moment to show love to Irv Gotti. Whether you loved him or you hated him, Irv is a certified legend, a visionary, the architect behind some of the greatest hip-hop and R&B records of all time. Ashanti, Ja Rule, Jay-Z, he had his hands in all of that. He helped define the entire sound, and he deserved his flowers for that. I know people joke and clown around online, but we can't forget Irv Gotti's contribution to this game. May he rest in peace and power, because his legacy will live forever.